two of the kingpins of the sport of 10 pins, Salvino and Weber, cheering each other on. And what happened? They both sat down. Somebody better get up and bowl.
Well, I thought it was going to be like Isaiah Magic and they'd give a kiss, but they didn't do that.
I asked Carmen if he would kiss Dick before the match, and he said no, but I might drop my bowling ball on his toe. Kind of set the tone. He said that with tongue-in-cheek, obviously. I think these two, through the years, have developed tremendous respect for one another's abilities.
Solid 10 right out of the gate. And it's interesting, the strategy's already in play, as Salvino has chosen to finish on the left lane and make Weber finish the match. So he wants to post his score first and say, hey, Dick, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to strike on the 10th to do it.
Take a look at those numbers, 60 and 43. Any players through the years that end up better than 500 on national television are way ahead of the game.
At the 10 pin, no trouble.
Mike had a chance to talk to Carmen about that arm swing and about the way that he approaches things, and he does have a unique style.
Well, years ago when he first came out with this, he called it the equation. And in his book, Fast Lanes, he reveals that equation. Oh, right out of the gate, a 4-9. He tugged the ball a little bit. First frame, in a situation like this, Carmen's going to go for this. The ball's just a little left to target, turns right at the end. The 2-pin flies right around the 4, and the ball chops the 5 off the 9.
A little hitch in the swing, and it just didn't seem to work.
Carmen's going to go for this all the way. Not enough. Not enough.
Well, what's that do to you mentally, trailing by 11 now and throwing what you feel is a pretty good shot in the first frame and ending up with a 4-9?
It's just like getting a cold shower in a hurry. It just deflates your whole game plan right away. Suddenly you're looking up, chasing, scratching, and clawing to get back up there. Better shot.
That time Salvino went with the Magic Johnson jump shot.
But he also, his hand stayed behind the ball so long and he turned it so late. It was just a pretty shot.
We watched him play last night, and he threw the ball. He probably threw the ball as well last night as he has in the last 10 years. Just gorgeous.
He's getting such heavy fingers. I mean, real lift with his middle 2 fingers.
Weber now in the second.
Hi. Weber this time would come back. Last time in the 9th frame, he flashed that elbow to us that he had turned the ball early. Exactly what he did then. And he has that tendency. He gets that swing out away from his body every now and then. Turns that ball a little early instead of waiting for it, and the ball's headed high right away. 3-6-10 to maintain the lead. He's in trouble. Oh, on the outside.
You don't draw it up that way, but when you're deadlocked in a title match, you have to do whatever you can.
We're going to see the shot where he left that 3-6-10 here in a second. Well, I guess we're not. Notice how Weber keeps his fingers together on that ball like that. I never could do that. I had to spread that index finger. Kind of cut that one off. They got the good result. You see that follow through? He didn't like it. That's not his ace.
All those years, though, that was one of the things that made him the greatest because of that foul line adjustment. He'd get there and he might be a little ahead, a little behind, or this or that, but he was always able to instinctively make the right wrist move.
Evidently.
29 titles don't lie.
Now watch the left hand come over, right out together. Perfect timing. Helped it a little bit. And got the light hit.
Just destroyed the rack on the right-hand lane.
The key to watch with Carmen is his follow-through. His best follow-through was not that last one. He helped that shot a little bit. The lane brought the ball back in, light in the pocket. These urethane balls, when that ball hits light anymore, destroy those pins.
Carmen with games of 234 and 227 on the championship pair this week, an average of 230.5 and a match play record of 13 and 5.
And if you watch this follow through that time, Dan, the right arm definitely came in front of the face. The elbow broke, which indicated that at the release, he didn't have those heavy fingers that he had back in the second frame. Watch the follow through. Watch it now. See how far to the left he went with that follow through? The ball hit weak. At the spare, has the 10 pin.
Stretches out, takes out the 10. Salvino leading by 1 here in the very early stages of the championship game, and these two players mean business right now. 13,000 on top. So stay tuned. We'll be back with more of the title game from Las Vegas right after this. Certainly no surprise that Dick Weber and Carmen Salvino are ranked 1 and 3 among those senior PBA money leaders. Dick with better than $82,000. Carmen hoping to add to that this evening. Tita Semez finishing up 4th here this week is now over the $70,000 figure. And Billy Walden, past seniors champion, along with Bill Beach, currently number 4 and 5.
Bill Beach, our first seniors winner, and then finished 2nd in the next one that came up. Les Zykes is number 6. He's had 1 senior title to his credit. Bob Kowalik still looking for that first senior title. Glenn Ellison won our Canton tournament a couple years ago. Bob Perry steadily in the finals. And Mickey Spezio, who's the defending champion, along with Rowdy Morrow at the senior touring pro doubles.
Which will be played at Thruway Lanes in Cheektowaga this year, live and direct on ESPN a little bit later on. Back to the title match. Weber trails by 1. If he strikes here, he's up by 9. 4th frame action.
All he's got to do on this lane is keep his speed and give the ball a little room. And he did that, but he just kept the speed, but didn't give it quite the room he should, and got away with just leaving the 4-pin.
Mimics himself a little bit, obviously making that correction mentally on the way back.
See him come up at the line a little bit there, and the arm goes right, and the ball's 4-pin high. Keeps it a 1-pin match.
The Showboat Hotel is the longest continuing PBA tournament sponsor, 29 years now. They've hosted 45 PBA tournaments, which is amazing, and given away more than $5 million in prize money. And boy, hats off to Joe Kelly and everybody at the Showboat. They've been marvelous sponsors through the years.
Absolutely, one of our finest. Has to hurry, and knocks out the 10.
He looked to me that time like he almost threw the ball at the lane rather than stroked through it.
Let's put it this way. There's some room out there. He can, Dick especially, can swing that ball wide, and it's going to make it back. Salvino, who did one of his famous tricks here, he not a trick, but he took the ball and he worked on his finger holes in between frames. He's famous for doing that. He's done it all his career. You get that right feel. Blows him out of there. I guess that's the right feel.
A little double hand slap as the ball explodes into the pocket. And there you see Jenny, many years. She still looks as lovely as ever.
See the follow through, though? He's still not real confident in there. When you see that follow through going left like that with Carmen, he has a variety of them, but that's not his ace follow through.
Mr. Animation. He enjoys his bowling.
Is he going to hit it? Did, but not hard enough.
Well, he tickled the 10, but it wouldn't go.
And again, he helped that shot. He's just steering it a little bit then. It's the pressure on both bowlers. Amazing. 43 titles between the two of them nationally and 4 senior titles between the two of them, but yet they're both squeezing just a little bit.
It's funny, though, you make that mention of pressure and the fact that they might